And welcome to a touchdown of Ben's junk. I know nothing about sports lingo. Hopefully that wasn't dirty. Well, theoretically, I should be waiting till fall to cover this one and not covering it in June. But this is actually the last thing I'm doing, camera-wise at least, before the furniture goes away and I go away. And condition-wise, as you can see, it's already a little precarious. So, just in case this irreparable, mostly cheap plastic hunk of junk doesn't survive the move, I want to cover it now. But anyway, I think it was about 3 years ago now that I did an archive episode on electronic talking board games. And a recurring complaint about that one was that my collection didn't reach all the way back to the first, or at least acknowledged first, electronic talking board game. ABC Talking Monday Night Football from 1971, though I at least briefly discussed it. And of course, this one is famous/infamous for its wonky record-based system. So, a month or two ago, I got this copy at a local thrift store, and I'd been seeing this particular unit around that store for a while. But initially it was behind the counter, and it was $20, and if it weren't for the condition, I would have considered it. But it stayed back there forever, at least a month, and then they finally put it out on the floor, but they didn't mark it down. So I took the gamble and waited for the next time that the color price tag that it had went on sale, which would make it half off, and my little gamble paid off. And as it turned out, damage notwithstanding, this was a new old stock game. Anyway, I'm not going to attempt to play this game for a few reasons. One, there's only one of me. Two, I am thoroughly hopeless when it comes to sports, even sports-based board games and video games. And three, as I mentioned, this was new old stock, and I just don't want to have to pick this apart more than necessary. Partly for collector's reasons, and especially because this is a very jam-packed box, and the crushed corner makes it that much worse, and I need to fit everything back in there so I can take it with me. But nonetheless, let's take a cut here and we'll look at all the pieces. As you can see, the main board got badly bashed whenever the box took its hit. There goes the resale value. But anyway, on this plastic punch-out piece, we've got what are mostly decorative pieces, and after reading the manual, pretty much the only functional piece of this, as far as I can tell, is the football itself, which is supposed to just hook on to this little plastic track here. And even then, it's just so you can keep tabs on where the ball is at on the field at any given moment. Otherwise, we've got the seeds of the scoreboard and the kind of sort of would-be bleachers. Some of this stuff kind of pokes into these holes here. And, of course, you have to build the scoreboard yourself, and so you've got a sheet of perforated cardboard and a sheet of stickers and some more decorative stuff. But you came to see and hear the record player, right? So let me take another cut here, and we'll take a look at the actual electronic talking part of this equation. So here's the part of the game that everybody remembers, the record player. Now, unfortunately, the discs for this are all sort of proprietary, or at least proprietary in that I don't think I'm going to have much luck sticking any of these on a regular turntable. And also, unfortunately, the belt is loose on this and the playback speed is off. But I can't really open it up to try and replace the belt because this whole thing is glued as opposed to screwed together. And then add to that some very cheap, shoddy electronics, and I fear that if I try to open this up to fix it, that I won't get it back together and functional again. So we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. But anyway, during gameplay, all the strategy in this comes down to which record you insert. So, for example, if I stick the long pass disc in here, I want to make a long distance pass, but it's the record that tells me whether or not I was successful. So, let me try and bring the microphone a little closer, and we'll give this a shot.
Looking for the split end. He throws 30 yards downfield. Intercepted. Passer is rushed. He hurries his throw. It's knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty.
And sometimes it gives me different plays. Sometimes it gives me the same play over and over. It is a little random in that regard. Let's take that out. And when I first got this, it was running way too fast, and I was expecting that to happen today. So I took the little orange stopper out of the back here, and there's a little wheel, little gear down in there, and I just have to rest a screwdriver right in the middle of it to try and get the speed accurate. But it seems to be fairly accurate today, so I'll only do that if it starts going goofy fast on me again. But anyway, to close things out here, let me just play a few of these records randomly and, just give you a little idea of how versatile or not versatile this is. Though honestly, by 1971 standards, this is pretty creative stuff. So here we go. Start with the screen pass. And it's a little fidgety.
Passer drops way back. Linebacker reads it well. It's a screen. No gain. Screen over the middle. Lots of blocking, but he's tackled from behind. 7 yards. Screen over the middle. Lots of blocking, but he's tackled from behind. 7 yards.
It's given me the same one over and over now. We'll try the draw play. And sometimes the battery comes loose.
Passing situation, but it's a draw. A big hole up the middle, 12 yards. 5 defensive backs in the game. Draw play left. Halfback picks up 5. 5 defensive backs in the game. Draw play left. Halfback picks up 5.
Yeah. Alright, one more. And true to archive form, let's do things in real order. I didn't move the mic back. Let's end with the kickoff.
Kickoff goes to the 5. He gets past the wedge, runs it back to the 31-yard line. Kickoff taken at the 2-yard line, down the far side, hit, stopped at the 27.
And one more time.
Kickoff goes to the 5. He gets past the wedge, runs it back to the 31-yard line.
Yeah. Let me get the mic back here. Well, I think that's it for today, and that's truly the end of the last video I'm shooting here in the original Archive HQ. Next time I do one of these Ben's Junks, it'll be in a totally new location. That sounded dirty. How appropriate. I'll talk to you again soon.